anything? Or we are good to go? Yeah.
No, Captain.
Perfect. So, cool. I will just mute you all so that later on there is no disturbance. And as promised, we'll start with the last session because in the last session a lot of people were saying that there is a lag or there is this audio problem. So we will once again start with the SEO thing. That what exactly is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization, right? And it is, as compared to other methods, it's free and it is done over your website, right? So if today there is any problem with the audio, just let me know right away so that there is no backlog or anything. So Sanjana, what are you eating? Come on, tell us. It's too hot.
I'm eating some meetha dalia.
Oh, why? Liquid diet?
Not liquid diet. I was just hungry. The dinner wasn't ready, so I was eating what was made for my sister. So she's 3 months postpartum. So she only eats meatha and bland food for now.
Okay, nice. So dinner is not ready. In my house, everything is done. Like, kitchen is closed.
Wow, amazing.
We are giant, so we
I hope
won't
it's
have.
not an issue if I just have a bite or two while the class is going on.
Not at all. Looking at you were just enjoying that. So I was so curious that what it is. Let me know what you are eating.
Nothing interesting.
Oh, so Mayank is saying same here. So Mayank, same here is for what? Like for the kitchen thing? I unmuted you from my end. Dinner is done by 8. Yeah, in my house as well. Like sometimes I do have it after the session. Like sometimes, I don't get time. So I just consume it at 10. But my mom is not that happy with that thing. She's like, no, this is not something you should do. My house as well. Oh, a lot of people here, they are like, 8 wala system. My grandparents, they eat by like sunset, before sunset. They don't eat after sunset. So, very orthodox. I eat at night though. It's for everyone. Where is Anshul? Okay, here he is. So Anshul, is it the same case in your house as well?
Yes, Captain. Most of the time, my mom just shouts on me.
See, all mothers, mother gang. I eat by 7 too. My God. So here we are with, our full stomach. And then there are people like Sanjana who are like very hungry. I don't have anything after this session. Like my dinner is already done. It's beneficial as well. Yeah, I know. It is. I'm sorry, I'm bringing food a lot. I'm sorry if I made you hungry. Let's carry on with the SEO thing. I saw her, so I could not control myself. Okay, so we were discussing that search engine optimization is basically optimizing your website, right? If you know a little bit about digital marketing, you would know that we spend a lot of money on ads, right? Even if you are employing somebody, there also you spend a lot of money. But in SEO, you can do it by yourself if you want to. So then it would be totally free. Here, indirect cost is there so that, like such that if you hire a specialist, the person would charge a lot because, SEO specialists are the people who are the highest paid people in the entire digital marketing industry because SEO is quite tricky and not many people are proficient in that. So they're the people who charge the highest, right? So basically, SEO is divided into 2 categories: on-page SEO or on-site SEO, off-page SEO or off-site SEO. Okay, page and site would be used interchangeably, but they are the same thing. Also, we discussed in the last session that website can't stand alone without pages, but pages can stand alone without a website, right? And what else did we discuss? That on-page SEO has 3 things, right? It has content, it has keywords, and it has the HTML. So today we are just going to focus upon the HTML thing, that how it should be. Right, and a little bit about on-page. So basically, our today's session is focused upon on-page SEO. Before that, let me also tell you what off-page SEO is. Something that we can't see directly. say for example, speed, mobile friendliness, then backlinks. These are not that clearly visible to the normal people, the traffic or users. So that is a part of off-page SEO, right? Your task was to create a website, right, on Wix. So this is something, do we work with HTML when we are using the automated website? Yes, we still do work with that. I will just show you in this session that how we can change the HTML of the Wix website, basically the metadata, right? So have you submitted your first task? Just asking. The deadline is not today, it's on Saturday. All the deadlines are Saturday, so Saturday is not that away like the after tomorrow it is. So, okay, a lot of you have submitted already. Right. So I'm assuming that we don't have any doubt over there. If you would not ask me doubts, then I will always have this thing in mind that everything is clear. So I will just go ahead. But if you feel that there is anything that is not clear, you just need to ask me in the group personally, wherever you feel like. Right. So we'll start with today's live session. I was unable to create again and again and got distracted by other pages. What were you not able to create your website? Just let me know, share some screenshots, how to reduce loading time of a page. We will discuss about this in the coming sessions when we will discuss about the off-page SEO. Can I submit the link of my blog? Yes, you can do so. I will share. Okay, cool. So I will just start sharing my screen. Okay, so here I have some pages. So this is TED, right? Our classic example always there. So over here, this is our first interaction, right? I just searched for TED and this is a result that came, right? The URL, the title, and the description, right? This URL should be very clean. It should not have something that is not even a part of your website, right? What do I mean by this? Say, for example, I'm sorry if there is any glare, but I need to put my specs, you know, my number is increasing every day. So basically your title, the URL, it should have the company, product or brand name, right? I hope you all understand the difference between these three things. Company is the company name, brand is the category name. Under that, there can be a lot of products and services, and the ultimate product is one specific thing. Right. So do you know the company name of My Captain? I ask this. People generally don't know, you know, they say that My Captain is the company name. The Climber, right? And what is the brand name? What is the brand name? My Captain. Okay. What is the product name? Product. It can be digital marketing, it can be content marketing, it can be SEO, right? This is how it is. So basically, one of these three things can come in the URL, but nothing other than this. Nothing that is totally unrelated. Say, for example, this is TED and I am saying www.mango.com. It can't be like this. Then title over here, I will, you know, this might look repetitive if you were a part of digital marketing workshop, but we need to start because this is a total SEO workshop. So we need to discuss about this. Over here, I feel one or two things that are not correct. That is, the first thing is this W and this S should be capital. Right? I will just pause for a while so that you get what I'm saying. The W and S should be capital because as per the optimization tactics, all the first letters should be capital in the headline to make it appear a little bigger. I can show you over here. See, let's scroll for a while. And over here, I can see YouTube, TED Talk, but here C should be capital. Then over here, you can see things are good. Here, O of on is okay because, you know, it is not that essential word. So it is just a filler. So over here, G is capital, P is capital again, A is also capital. Then let's scroll for a while and we see that we have reached the end result. Right. So over here, this W and S should be capital. Now, why exactly? Like why it is said like this? Can the company and brand name be same? In some cases, it is same. in some cases. Like, okay, I will ask the question. Paytm is company name, product name, or brand name? Like, what do you feel it is? Paytm. I feel no, it is not all. It is not all. It's a brand name. The products are, say, for example, Paytm Wallet, then Paytm this, Paytm that. Do you know company name? Anybody? 197 Communications. Yeah. So, you know, most of the times we just don't know what these are different. We feel like they all are same, but they are not. So, as per the SEO thing, all these should be capital. And this thing, the headline should be under 60 characters. Okay, it should be under 60 characters. If it exceeds, then the 3 ugly dots would appear and they look very ugly. Now coming to the next thing, I will compare 2 websites. Okay, one is Fusia and the other is Sheroes. Okay, so over here, this is also a women community and this is also a women community. Okay, now if I show you 2 things, like you as a user, okay, are coming to this website, then how would you be convinced that this is a website that I'm searching for? I basically need to search for a social media platform for women. And over here, this is saying just Fusia. And over here, I can see a tagline as well. So what do you feel? Fusia or Sheroes? Who is doing this well in terms of metadata, in terms of headline? This is the headline or title, both things. So what do you feel? This looks good or this one looks good? Come on. You need to tell me. Sheroes, why exactly? Because they're telling me what they are. If you don't know about Sheroes, at least the website should tell you who they are, right? If they would also leave you for confusion, then you would just, you know, skip and you will just go to some other result, right? Over here, they could have mentioned a little more about themselves, but they did not, right? We are given a limit that 60 characters should be there. Okay, but they're not saying that come on, stop at 5 characters itself. This is like underutilization of resources basically. And over here, this is quite long, you know, just by looking I can say. So let's see, let's copy this and go to character count online. We go to character count online and over here, let's see, and they're like 39, right? And we need 60. So what made me say that this is looking a little more than what it is? Because all the first letters are capital. This is how it should give an impression to you that this is quite big, this is quite long, so that it is more you know, appealing to the eyes. Basically, this is an illusion. And this is why all the first letter of the headline are made capital. Like, did you get the idea? This is looking quite longer than the limit. Just by looking at this, because this is totally capital and all the first words, the first letter are also capital, it is giving an illusion that it is bigger, but it is not, you know, just by making capital, such things are happening. So we need to make all the first letters capital and it should be within 60 characters. Here they are just 39, right? In characters, we also count space, full stop, comma, everything is counted. So this thing is also counted, dash, underscore, whatever it is, right? Now coming to once again this part. So over here we came to the conclusion that this is something that is underutilization of what is given to us, and this should not be the case, right? So over here in terms of title, in terms of URL, Sheroes is winning, right? Now let's talk about the description. Over here, Fusia says that it is a global community for women, etc., and empower women and help discover there. Now, after there, I don't know what they are saying. Like, what would they help me to discover? Like, what would I discover in my life? What is something that I don't know? So this is a failure of SEO. Why? Because the user can't read what you are communicating over here. Let's go to Sheroes. Okay, so over here, do you feel that this looks really perfect? Like, I can read the entire description, right? And it would be within limit or somewhere like ±5 is always, you know, given an exemption. So it can be up to 65 or 70, but it should not be much more than that. Let's see how much it is. And they are 157 characters. just 3 less than what is actually given a limit of, right? So this website is clearly winning. So I would really encourage you all to just go and see this website. It's really amazing. I've worked here as well. So, because of that, I proudly say that the SEO is amazing. So see this description. It is 157 within limit, and I can read that they are just giving me everything that I would need to grow in my life, right? But over here, I can't read this. Like, people are just left confused that what would they discover after this, right? So what we want is, we want it to be more perfect. Now, how would I know? Like, any idea? Like, how would I know what was there? If I am a SEO specialist, I need to give them something that, this is something that is there, and this is what I recommend, right? I need to give some recommendations. One thing that I want to put, this is not a part of this workshop, but just a general thing, that generally it happens that you can't tell mistakes. Like, you can't say that, hi Shruti, the website SEO is horrible, or I can't say, hi Akansha, the description wasn't great. You need to come up with solution, right? You need to tell them what is there and what do you suggest. If I am your company's head, I would say that, what did you do after telling me the problem? Like, are you bringing something to the table? This happens a lot. People don't like people who would just waste their time that this is wrong. I didn't like it. No, you need to tell how it is wrong, like what was the problem with that. So we are going to now solve that problem for the company. We will go to this website. Just click on that, and you need to go to the home page. Okay. Once I go to the home page, let it load, and don't click on the picture, because then it would give you an option to save. Just click somewhere else. Say, for example, over here, I feel this is empty space. Right click and go to view page source. Over here, all the secrets are there. So this is a chamber of secrets basically. And over here, I would search for description. See, since I am a SEO specialist, I can really find it. I can even find the alt tag without even searching. But you can, in the beginning, find this Control+F, and you can just write description. And over here, the description is there. Global online women networking community. Just match it with over here. Not this. Match it. Are they both same? Yes, they are same. We want information regarding empower women and help discover there. Like, I'm confused what would come after there. So let's go over here and see. Help discover there. Okay. See over here. Empower women and help discover their best through Fuchsia World. This is the information that was missing over there. Now, our job as a digital marketer would be to copy this. Okay, copy this till here, the entire description. Okay, copy this, put this in the character count, and check how much it is. It is 175 characters, 15 characters above the limit. Right. So in this case, my job would not be that description to bekar hai, I don't like the description, like change it. No, I would give them a solution that, see, your description is like this. Okay. I will put 3 things. Okay. In this, we can copy someone tag. Yes, you can do this. So this is something that is there. So I will just put how we put it in the real world. Present and actual. Just a minute, I need to copy the actual as well. This would be from here, like this. See, this is the present. In the present, I mean that this is what is visible to the people. Okay. And in the actual, I am saying this is what is there in the backend. And now in the suggested, I will just shorten this. Okay. So how would I shorten this? I will remove the fillers. Do you know what are fillers? Like, I have sometimes, little to say, but then I feel that, I need to talk for like 10 minutes to keep people engaged and everything. So I put fillers in that, giving examples and all. So these are fillers, and these are not required over here. So we can say that now, since you are putting it over here, Fuchsia, you need not repeat it over here. Even if you will say an online community, that would also do the job. So I will say a global online community, and can be the other end like this, the symbolic one. Platform for creativity where women empower women and help discover the best through Fuchsia words. Something like this. And see, we have come down to 160 characters without even putting much efforts, right? So I really love this. So I will suggest this and I will put this over here in the form suggest. Like this, right? Just I'm sorry, you know, my mom had to come in and the gate was locked. Okay, so like, did you get this thing? Actual, present, and suggested. Any doubt over here? Anything that might not be clear or anything? So we have till now completed the URL, the title, and the description. Can we have some more yes and no's so that I repeat the HTML thing? How did you cut short the I did see what did I do? I just first let me compare both things. Hold on. See, who asked me this? I need to address the person. Srishti. Okay. So Srishti, see what is there is this is there on the website, and this is how I shortened it. Okay. So what I was saying is over here, it is already mentioned in the title Fuchsia. So we might not need to repeat it again in the description. Like everybody knows we are talking about it. So I removed is Fuchsia is, and I just mentioned a global online networking community for women, something like this. Then in the form, like in place of and, I put the symbolic and, right? Then talent showcase platform for creativity where women empower. So I just replaced and certain things like these, and I shortened it. So what you can do is you can just remove the fillers. You know fillers a and the, and just normal examples or help women discover there or something. Fillers like not conveying anything important, but they're just there lying around. We will just remove certain things to make it come under 160 characters. Okay, can you tell again how to go to HTML? Yes, how did we go to HTML is you need to go to the home page, click on this, and I will go to the home page. You need to right click on this. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Like today my internet is fine, there are no voice issues as well. Okay, let it be like this. TED. Okay, right click on this, and there is this option view page source, the second last option. If I go over there, the HTML would load like this, and over here I can see find over here description. You can also find this, it would be somewhere in the beginning itself, but sometimes we find it too difficult, so you can just press Ctrl+F to search, and you can type description, and description would load like this, right? So where did you suggest it? In the chat box I put all the things like actual, present, and suggested thing. Everything is in the chat box. Difference between URL and HTML. Okay, so see, HTML over here we are referring to the entire metadata that has a title, URL, and description. But URL is the link that we share among each other. Say for example, let's go to community, this Fuchsia thing. This is the URL, right? It can be the home page or it can be a particular page as well. If I go to blog page, then the URL will change. Look at over here. Now it has become fuchsia.com/blog, right? So they keep on changing, and these all are URL, okay? And HTML is the metadata. Do we have to code all these? No, we don't have to code. As a SEO specialist, our job is to communicate to the engineering team all the changes that are required, right? In any organization, there are different teams, marketing, tech, product. So we would communicate this to the other team that these are the things that we need to be, like we need to change, and they make the changes. And if you are the person who owns the startup and you feel that you know everything, then you are the one and only person who would also, find things, suggest changes, and do by yourself only. It happens in a lot of startups that people do everything by themselves, but most of the companies, they have different teams, and marketing team would just coordinate with the engineering team. Just that much work. Actually, I am, controlling. I want to laugh harder here, not at your question, but all the time people ask this, that digital marketer, do they do just this much? Is that it keeps on changing, like there are new updates every day by Google, right? So we need to work upon that every day, and we are just at second session, so you can't say na, oh, acha ho gaya kya. Like we have just started, and I'm trying to make it appear very easy. Okay, like it is not that easy, but since a lot of people are there from digital marketing, I can see their faces, and just because I put it like this, it looks like it's very easy. But if you would just go to YouTube and watch the same thing, you would feel that, oh my god, this is too technical. But it would be just me who would say that no, it's not technical, we will make it dinosaur thing, like I always say. So just that for any job online, people think the same. Yeah, people think the same, that bloggers, you just write just for 1500 words, do you get this much? So it happens, tendency. So you just need to ignore this, because now you would be SEO specialist. It also depends on individuals market. Yes, totally. SEO is deep a lot, like even if the other day you would do the workshop, then also people would ask you certain questions, and you might say that ye to nahi pata, like I don't know this. It happens. So be ready for this. How can we actually understand the AI ML of Google and could rank our website? See, the artificial intelligence, machine learning thing, they're like, they keep on changing every day. So there are different updates, like the Panda update or like this. So we just need to adapt to those changes, and ranking the website totally depends upon your competition. It would be very, very, very easy for me to rank a website that is in my city and that is based on a new idea, because might not be that popular, but it is very difficult to rank a very generic thing on a national level. If you would say that I want to rank digital marketing course on India level, very difficult, because digital marketing is very generic. But if you would say that there is something, say for example, foldable bicycle in Dehradun, it would be very easy. SEO difficulty would be very low. It happens. So this would be a very generic question, that how would I rank? It totally depends what the product is, what the market is, and how the competition is, most importantly. How to find potential competitors. So I'm not, just hold on. We have the workshop like this, divided into 8 live sessions. If I would answer this now, then we would miss what we have today in plate. And these people, the audience, would get disappointed that we were on the path to discuss on-site SEO and thing is coming, but ranking the thing, we would discuss that during backlinking. So don't worry, we'll discuss everything. Do websites that are paid or made under premium plan? And yes, always. The premium plan, because they have their own domain, and domain is always strong, and it really helps a lot in ranking. So always a plus point for that. We have discussed the title, URL, and description. Right? So description, it should be within 160 characters. Title should be within 60 characters. What 2 days do we have live sessions that are fixed? You don't know. Monday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Monday and Thursday. Last time I had to postpone it for some reason, but it is always Monday and Thursday, 9 p.m. So now we have done URL, we have done title. Now let's talk about description a little more, because I just told you that it should be within 160 characters and how to cut it short. But there are certain things that are also kept in mind while writing the description. The first thing is you should convey the entire thing over here. Why exactly? what would happen if I don't? Like if I give some misinformation or I keep people confused and then they're coming to the website and realizing that this is not what I came for, then what would happen? In marketing, I say that it would be a wastage of money because we pay every time a person clicks on the ad, right? But in SEO, what would be the negative factor? Anybody knows about this? Title and description matter on YouTube also a lot. YouTube also has a SEO, right? You know about this. Videos are ranked. So yeah. Okay, just a minute. If a website needs an update, like in content, will the SEO expert do it or engineers? The content SEO people would do. The content writers would give you and you can do so. Clickbait, yeah, it is, but still just asking. There is a metric. We will discuss about this in 6th live session. We will discuss about Google Analytics. Okay, there we will discuss more about this. But right now, I will just give you an idea. Say, for example, we throw a ball on the wall and it bounces back, right? Similarly, when people come to our website and they bounce back, it is called a bounce rate. And bounce rate is a okay, there is some spelling mistake. Bounce rate is a negative metric. Okay, the higher the bounce rate is, the less credible your website looks like, and it is very disastrous for our SEO. You would ask me that why is it disastrous? Who is looking at it? So the stakeholders, your company head, everybody would look at the SEO, this bounce rate thing, and they would ask you that why is it happening? Why people are coming but they are leaving the website immediately? Like what is wrong with the website? Right? It should be always very low. And if it is like more than 50%, you know that there is something wrong in your website. Maybe marketers, they are marketing the website in a wrong way that people are coming and they're leaving immediately. Right? It happens with clickbaits as well. You told me that there is something very informative, there is something very, sensational. And when I come, I find that there is nothing like that. The website is boring, it's ordinary, right? So basically, like, are you getting what I'm saying? That your website should not lose people like this, otherwise the bounce rate would increase. Which company you're Shiro's. Now, coming to the next thing over here, it should convey the entire information. You should tell people right in the beginning what we are so that we set expectations, right? In marketing, it is always said that we should set right expectations. If we set wrong expectations, people would come, they will go, right? And we lose them. And if it would happen like again and again, then people would lose trust on us, right? So the description should have all the details. It should be within 160 characters. Again, it should have certain keywords. Over here, keywords are women, community, and empower, right? Now you would say that how would we know the keywords? You can once again go to the HTML like this. Okay. And you can search for keywords. Over here, I can see keywords are empowerment program, online networking community, women empowering women, social media contest, mompreneurs, then creative empowerment, then creative people community, etc. Right? Now, did you see one thing that is little unethical? Because I saw it right over here, what it is. Why didn't Shiro's update their description? Shiro's did update. Who asked? Mang? So, Mang, it is updated, don't you think?
I have not checked. Whatever you have showed there, on that basis I have told.
I see once again. See, you were talking about Shiro's, right? So
Yeah.
over here, if I go to Shiro's, yeah. Like, hold on. See, over here, their description looks amazing over here. See, it is updated and it is within 160 characters. There is no ellipsis. Nothing wrong is there with the SEO.
Sorry, I was asking about Fusia.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mistyped.
Okay. So yeah, there we don't know about them. Now, one thing, did you see something suspicious unethical, black hat practice. Did you see? A lot of people type that, right? It should not come. You can't use competitors keyword, right? It is unethical, but they're using it. And that is called a black hat practice. I can show you one more. Yeah, Siddhika is correct. A lot of people, who already told me this earlier are also correct. This should not be the case. Now, why companies do this? Because they are often insecure that their competition would get more traffic. So they are using those keywords so as to rank there. This is also done in paid marketing. I can show you right away. If I search for MailChimp, see, I searched for MailChimp, right? What is coming over here? Sendinblue. Who are they? Topmost competitor. MailChimp is coming after that. And that is organic. And this is paid ad, right? Once again, unethical. No, it is not legally right. There might be some battle going on we don't know about. But it is not ethically correct. It is a black hat practice. You can't use other companies' keyword. It is not recommended. And if you do, then there are some legal things that would go like, how would we know? But it often happens. And whenever MailChimp would win, this would not be the case then they will stop. But right now it's just happening like that, right? So over here, once again, let's come. This is something that is unethical and should not happen. Not only this, Women's Web is also a company, right? It should also not come, but it is coming. So once again, unethical and black hat practice. Just in case you don't know about it, since this today's session would be little shorter, so let me quickly tell you about that as well. How to stop unethical practices from our end. I was coming to this. So first we need to understand what are black and white hat practices. Black hat practices are all the evil practices that are really banned by Google, and white hat practices are all the practices that are recommended by Google, that do this, do that to rank your website. So there are also gray hat where you are like, 50% wrong, 50% correct. So there you can't be really blamed for the issue. Say, for example, till yesterday, you were doing good and today's update is different. They're saying that no longer you would be allowed to do so, but you are not really changing. So that would be gray hat. Earlier allowed, now not allowed, but you are not changing. So it would be now gray hat practice. Cheetos is their own company. So no, it's not the own company. We are talking about two different things. This is other company, right? And see what they are doing. They are not ranking for their name. Do you see move your brand name is there? See over here, but over here I can see this is the company that we are discussing about, and this is the competition. This is the competition, and this is the competition, right? Yes, they do have a check on that, but most of the times they just skip and people that they get clean check. But most of the times what happens is Google knows about this and they just reduce your ranking. Now say, for example, you create a bot for Instagram. Okay, would Instagram come and tell you that don't use the bot? No, they would not. They will just reduce your reach. Your reach would be reduced, your engagement would be reduced. They would not tell you what exactly is wrong, like most of the times, and they would just shadow ban the account. Do you know about this shadow banning? Like a lot of accounts are shadow banned, like their reach is reduced. Earlier your story used to get like 1,000 views, now it is just getting like 200, 300, because maybe you are doing something wrong that is not allowed and they are punishing you indirectly. A bot, okay, let me tell you, there are certain bots so that when you DM them, there is a bot that answers. There is not human. They say, what do you want to order? Or some auto response kind of thing. It is there on Facebook as well, and it is there on Instagram. It is not allowed by them, but it is a third party integration, and they highly discourage that. Yeah, so bot is robot only. So bot is actually the short of robot. Is there a difference between Instabot or bot? That I don't know, like I never played PUBG, so no idea about that. If you make a mistake, they punish on long-term basis. Yes, they do. they do. What happens is if there is like 1 or 2 mistakes, they would just shadow ban you. But if they're like multi-level mistakes, like you are totally exploiting the system, then your account would be totally banned. Like when you're completely exploiting them, then it would be completely banned, and then you would be given a reason that we saw unusual practices in your account, and this is the reason you're banned and you're banned. And if it happens like 2-3 times, then your account would be banned completely, permanently, irreversible. Won't they notify for mistakes? Most of the times they don't. Even in Facebook ads, if your Facebook ad is rejected, they don't tell you that that creative was not good. They just disapprove that. Then you need to write an email and ask them what's wrong, and then you get notified about your mistakes. This is how it is. Repeat the bot thing again. Like when you use bots that are not allowed, your account is shadow banned and your reach reduces and everything. Is there any tool to analyze the SEO we have done is right or not? There are. We'll discuss about this. Have you seen all the tasks, Mayank? There is one task, create an SEO strategy, right? There, that's okay. You look confused. Just check it later on. There is a task, create an SEO strategy. There we'll discuss about this too. Okay. Now there's, yes, they are. So now we have done the description as well, and black hat, white hat, and gray hat practices. Now coming to the next part, that is, okay, so till now we have done the metadata. Okay, so now let's talk about the task before we forget about it, because most of the times, I tell you at the end, and then you are like, we don't even get time to ask questions. So let's talk about it. Now you have to draft a metadata for your website. How would you do this? You just need to write that on a notepad, because I would not ask you to publish your website, because your website isn't ready to be published right now. You have to do a lot of things, right? It's still a baby and it can't go out in the market right away. So what you need to do is you need to go to your notepad, okay, and include tags and description. Yes, we will discuss about the tag just in some minute, but because it is not a part of the task, I will discuss that after the task, okay? Because then I forget and there is this confusion. We had to publish. Okay, yeah, you have published, but it would not rank. See, the task in the app is that your website needs to be published, and from there you need to take the screenshot, right? But I can't say so because it is not ranking anywhere. You would not be able to find it. So what I am expecting is you need to write everything on a notepad and you need to submit. Now, what all you need to write? The first thing is URL. You can copy this from the first task. Then the title that you will write for yourself, and it should give a meaning that what your website is all about, and the description. In the description, you will mention what your website is about. So if you have created Facebook or Google Ads in the past, you will relate to this, the description and headline, right? But if just in case you don't know about this, I will share some links in the group along with summary that you can refer to write the title and description. But once again, let me quickly show from where you can get inspiration. See, over here, this is the title, email marketing and newsletter, we are better and 3x cheaper. You know what they are saying? Then over here, I can say, stop overpaying for email and get the best value, then high delivery rate, advanced analytics, then powerful API. So you can just tell how your website is better than the competition. Over here, MailChimp is all-in-one integrated marketing platform for small businesses, etc. Easy to use. Start for free today, right? This headline is not at all satisfactory. You need to make it quite long. So you can say sending emails just got easier, right? Something like this. So you can just draft a title, and I will share a lot of samples with you. Today, I got late in sharing that because, session was postponed and I just got one day in between, but you will get the summary tomorrow along with task sample. So you need to write just these 3 things and in a notepad, take a screenshot and submit. Title should be as catchy as possible. Like, they should catch the attention. People should remember you by the tagline, that is how it is done basically. Do you know jingles and all? They're very catchy. So your headline should convey everything in the most effective manner, and description should elaborate that basically, that what it is. right? So this much you need to do. And now coming to the other part, that is the tags. Okay, what is included in tags? Can Google read pictures? What do you understand by this? Can Google read pictures? Any idea? Description should be within 160. Title should be within 60. No, it can't. They're getting mixed responses. Yes, no. And some people, they always try to be on a safer side. Maybe. Like, we don't know. Maybe sometimes if it is in a mood, it can read. Otherwise, let it be. So I was expecting a yes or no. So let's see over here. They can't read pictures. Whatever is there on your website, it needs to be told to Google that what it is. Now, what if you fail to provide this information, like you forgot? So they will automatically assume that the picture that is there on your website is something that might violate their community guidelines. Okay. Once again, I will re-emphasize upon this fact that when we don't tell them what the picture is about, they automatically assume that there is something fishy, there is something wrong, and your website rank would go down like this. Okay, so to be on a safer side, always mention what your website pictures are all about. Okay, once again, go to view page source and click on alt, ALT. Okay, if I put like this, I can see this picture is this, the name is this, right? Then let's talk about other picture. This is logo, right? Let's see which picture on the website they're talking about. If I go over here, it's taking some time to load. Okay, let's open this again. Let's try other picture then. Other picture is also the logo. Let's click on this, and over here I can see this company name. Let's go over here and find, okay. So this logo is missing on the website as well. It is not loading, or there is some technical glitch or something, but this is logo. Then again, there is a logo by Good Story. Let's see, click on next and see all the logos are repeating again and again. Let's scroll for a while and see all the logos are there, right? Now, over here, I can see once again logo, because all the logos are placed like this. See, if I click on the next thing, then also logos are appearing, right? Now let's scroll for a while and see what all pictures are there apart from logos, of course. So let's scroll, and over here I can see HOF, right? What is HOF? I need to find that on the website. I will scroll like this, and I found it. Yeah, over here. This is HOF, right? Humans of Asia, right? HOF. So you need to tell what the picture is about, how to tag while making the, we are coming to that. I will just open Wix in the background. Give me 1 minute. So I will just select the website that we created that day. I have like 5 or 6 websites now, because every time, I create a different website. So just give me 1 minute. It's taking forever. Wix websites, they take a long to load. So just need to give me some time. Okay, till then, any questions do you have regarding the task? Would you be able to complete the task? You just need to write the title, URL, and description, and your second task is done. Within 60 characters would be the title, within 160 characters would be the description, and URL would be the same from your first task. Okay, so I just found it. Okay, so to submit, yes, to submit. Now, Sanjana asked this question, right? So say, Sanjana, here is the website. Okay, if I click on blog, I can just go over here and click on add page. That would be maybe blogging thing. I can do it over here as well. Now let's go to the blog page. I will click on create a post because I need to add a picture. Let's click on this. Takes a lot of time to load. Yeah, over here you can add a picture. Now how would I add a picture? Let's go over here. First, let's go this. Add image. Which one should I add? Right. Should I upload or should I use it? Okay, let's use their media. Let's go to media. I will use. So our website was about meditation and all, right? Something aesthetic. So let's select this flower. I think we used the same picture on the home page. Click on add. Once you're done like this, you can actually do the SEO. Alt text, right? What did I do? I just click on it, click on settings. Over here, you can add the alt text, and this is how you can add the picture description. Like, can images be taken from Google Photos? Like, if they have copyright issues, then we can't. Yeah. So, Sanjana, is it all clear? Like how we add the alt text? Yeah. So once again, you can just click on any picture and go to settings. This is a blog page, by the way, so I can just click on done. But what if I need to do on the home page? The same procedure would be there. I'm not saving this blog page. We don't need it right now, but we would need this in future. So just save your blog page. We would be asked to write a blog. Now, one more thing that I wanted to share is, right now I told you that you can do in your notepad, right? But what if we want the actual screenshot, like how it is done? Then what you can do is just here is your home page, right? You can just go to settings and you can manage the SEO. How would you do? I will just go over here and I can click on any of these and I can click on SEO Google, right? So say for example, site menu, maybe my website has just blog pages. So I will just ignore that for a while and I can just explore all the other things. But if you need to do the SEO of a particular page, you just need to click on these three dots. And over here, you can click on SEO Google and you can just add whatever things you feel like. So for example, the title, description, and the URL. URL can be changed depending upon what the page is about. I can change all of these, right? But right now, why I can't? Because it is same as a post title. Both of them are the blog pages. So whatever the title of the blog is, it would become the HTML code thing. Okay, so I can't change it right now, but what if I need to add some pages? What if? So in that case, I can click on add and I can add a page. Just a minute. It's becoming too confusing because I have totally different thing. Yeah, this is the home page. Click on this, click on SEO. Let's see. This one, right? So here I can change everything. I can change the title. I can say, no, that day we had it like this, place of peace. Then maybe I am selling some course. I have no idea what I am doing, what my website is about, but this is how I can do this. And over here, I can just put that this is a unique place. So I can say like this, a unique place to meditate, find happiness and discover yourself. Right? And I think I am definitely selling a course. So enroll today and get flat 10% off. There is some meditation course I'm selling, no idea, and like this. So basically my metadata would be done like this. You need to go to the page, site menu, home page, click on these three dots, go to SEO, and this is where I can find this. So this is alternate thing you can do instead of going to the notepad. Go to the website, but because a lot of people told me that they are attempting this from mobile. So then in that case, you can do on notepad. But if you have laptop, desktop, anything, you can do it like this. Okay, I created a website. This website I did not create earlier. I created in front of you in the last session. So what you need to do is go to SEO once again and change the title, change the description, and you can take a screenshot of this and submit this as your second task. This is what we require, this much information. So would you be able to do so? Any confusion? How to do SEO for a custom made website, not from Wix or WordPress? Then in that case, you can just conduct an audit and it would be done by the product team, because we can't disturb the HTML if we don't know about it, right? So we can just conduct an audit and pass on the information. But over here, coding is not required. So here we can do this. SEO on YouTube. This is something we are saving for later on, because right now we're just focusing on the website thing. This would be covered in the last sessions. Repeat the metadata. Metadata has three things: the title, URL, and description. Once again, I would repeat that how would we attempt this task. You need to go over here, the first thing, site menu, and any page that you want to do the SEO. I would do always for the home page, because that is a page that is mostly searched for. I clicked on these three dots and I went to the SEO like this. Okay, the Google SEO. Once I go over here, I find these things. I can add the title over here, the description over here, and I can take a screenshot from here. This is a preview basically. And this is something I need to submit. Which website is better? The one that is created by you. Always, not the ones that are the template forms. SEO on Instagram. So that is how it would appear. Have you seen the preview that generates when you share a link? So we can change the picture of that as well. Just a minute. So if I go over here and I go to social share, see, this is a preview, right? Place of peace, find happiness, enroll today. So I can change the picture of this, how it would generate. Have you seen this? First answer my question. When you share a link, there is a preview that generates, even in YouTube videos, even website. You can change that using social share. You can upload a picture of your choice and that would generate as a preview. Yeah. So one final question before we end the session. Would you be able to complete the task? Any question? And then we'll end the session. Ad is displayed when, okay, there is something that I missed. Ad is displayed when they apply Google AdSense. No, ad is displayed when you do digital marketing. When you create an ad in Google Ads Manager. And we optimize every page totally the same way. Show a preview picture, for example. Okay. Actually, I don't want to upload a picture because it would open my gallery right away. So maybe I can stop sharing for a while and I will just upload it from my computer. Okay. Actually, when I clicked on upload, it didn't open my gallery. So we are good. So I can just once again go to media from Wix, and whatever picture you want to generate a preview of, you can select. Once again, like always, we'll go with that flower picture, this one, and add to page. This is how the preview would generate. Yeah, this is my website, namegajain.wixsite.com. Place of peace, find happiness, enroll today. There is this description, and here is the picture. So whenever I will share my website with you all, this picture preview would generate. Yeah. Perfect. So this was all about today's live session. So did you learn anything new? Like, was it helpful? We learned about the metadata, we learned about the alt tags, we got to know that Google can't read pictures, and we really need to tell it what it is about. And we learned how to do it on Wix website. You just need to submit the preview screenshot. And yeah, that's it. So meeting you all again on Monday and at 9 p.m. So the task is to create a page for a website? No, the task is to write the metadata. We just need 3 things: the title, URL, and description, and we are good to go. Yeah. So just submit this before Saturday. Saturday is the deadline, and till then we'll have some fun activity in the group. Yeah. Screenshot of 3 things. Yes. So the task is to create a page. No, the task is not to create the page for the website. The task is to do the SEO. This one. You just need to do this much. Go to any page. Home page is already there. This is what you have submitted in the first task. Go to home page, click on 3 dots, go to SEO, and you need to write this and take a screenshot. Just fill everything and the screenshot, and we are done. Check the task. No. The deadline is Saturday. I review all the tasks on weekend. So I haven't done anything till now. Is my blog post website fine to read? Yeah, you can go ahead with that. If you already have something, you can go ahead with that. So perfect. So I will just end the session. And if you have any questions, you can put that in the group. You can put that personally as well. And you can watch the recording. And regarding the tag, it is an alt tag. Like I said, Google can't read pictures. So you need to tell Google what it is. And it is done in the form of alt tag. It is also called alt text. Okay. You basically tag all the pictures and tell Google what it is about. Yeah. So that's all. And I will wait for the feedback in the group. Last time I could not put that. I wasn't well. But today just put the feedback in the group. How was the session? And if we covered everything. And meeting you all in the next live session. Good night. Bye.